is the process of Earth being ejected or pulled from the atmosphere via the gravitational pull. Could what we will experience be the literally process of the seven thunders. The seven thunders is a reference to biblical revelation,
Mm-hmm.
right? And remember, when you go back in the book tell you what the answer to what a thunder is, right? It's the loud voice. The seven thunders is the seven kings of Israel in the Old Testament, right? It's also they also given to you with the Moby Dick story because the last king was Ahab, who got who got cut off at the knee by a little white lie that became a whale of a lie about a boat and a white whale, which is the white man's burden. So all of those are coded signs to read the times, right? Now remember, if it's seven speakers, where do they come from? You have to look to Revelations to find where the seven is relevant to where you would be getting seven voices from, right? So in Revelations, you got something called seven heads and 10 horns. The seven heads represent the leader of seven nations, and the 10 horns represent the secondary nations that support the seven. Right? But it's really coded as the number 17. 10 and 7 is 17 is a Q flip on a Q code off a Q card, right? To cue the director to make the cut, right? Which brings the movie to an end. So you was all playing in the movie. The world is a stage and we all just actors, says Shakespeare. We all playing a part in something called the Holy Drama. The Holy Drama is the tale of the resurrection of the Osiris, the Osirian resurrection. That was resurrected by the mama in the sun to allow him to ascend the throne and replace the father in the hereditary passing of the right. So once we understand that the movie has an ending to it, we can let the credits roll now. When the credits roll, it's going to tell you who was playing the bad guy, who was playing George Bush, who was playing his son, who was playing Barack Obama, who was playing Hillary Clinton. All these secrets are codes, right? They got CIA code names for a reason, right? So you got Bill Clinton as the snowman. Think Falcon and the Snowman, espionage, but also think narcotics trade, Arkansas. Right? How we got the name the Snowman. The CIA code name Snowman was married to Evergreen. It's your Christmas story. Mother Claus, Father Claus. Evergreen is the CIA code name for Hillary Clinton. Right? Which she was using Evergreen freights to trafficking children. She's playing the bad witch. Right? As you go through it, you see it all play out in front of you as a big fairy tale, and then you wonder why Shakespeare said the world is a stage and we are just actors. So somebody got to come at the grand finale and tell everybody what they experienced so that they can break out a character. Because once you do method acting, you get stuck in character and it's hard to find yourself again. So we need therapy.
That's right.
But we don't need individual therapy. Ain't nothing wrong with us except for the fact that we don't remember that we ain't these names we walking around proclaiming to be. We something higher than that, pretending to be these names.
Right.
right? And then you start to open up the third eye. And the third eye make me shine like jewelry. You just
Drop.
a renter rapper. Your rhymes are mini made. I'll be here when you fade and watch you flip like a renegade. I can't wait to break on the lemonade. On every trail's a snake, so stay awake and follow because the temple's a trail. The stage is a cage, the mic is a third rail. Shout out to Rakim, the God MC.
Right. Somebody said, can you clarify what happens to the original people that were here before the Anunnakis arrived and made man in their image?
We amalgamated. That's what happened. We amalgamated. The original people still here. They just mixed in all the other races so we could form one big human family at the close of the age.
Mm-hmm. The Project Blue Rod.
Yep. Everybody had to tie into the vein. The first family, the first blood, O blood. Plug back into that which you came. Just because they derive from us don't mean we can't reabsorb them back into us.
No.
Remember, when Yakub grafted the devil, he gave us a remedy.
Right. He did. They talk about the forms. I know Bill Gates buying up a whole bunch of shit, but he can't. How they buying up our land? They can't buy our land.
Listen, a lot of those farmers, just because they look like us, don't mean they're us. When they tracing their ancestry and find that they came from overseas, they're going to use everything at their disposal to try to displace them from the farm because they got to give it all back to the tribes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So if they don't got no tribal mother with blood to the land, they out of there. Because only the tribal mothers own the land. And the tribes, the land own the tribes. We caretakers of the land. The land don't need us. We need the land.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Says, do you need to submit paperwork to change our status? No. Not no more. Paperwork they don't honor paperwork any goddamn way. You know what I'm saying? They don't honor no paperwork. You go in there with it, they gonna
You know I answered that about 40 minutes ago.
We got a whole tape on it though called about paperwork. A whole tape called The Paperwork Conjure.
It's a paper chain. It's paper trap.
Yeah.
It's to lock you back into the paper genocide in order to disassociate you from the land.
To claim your birthrights, you need oral tradition. That's all you need. Then know your pedigree and oral tradition. We don't gotta do no paperwork with them no more, because they frauded us out of all that information. They frauded us out on it. It's
now we might use their records to form family tree charts, right? Because their records also tell them who they changed us into and who we were before they changed us. But that's kept in the, under lock and key by order of what's called the 72 secret treaties. The secret treaties is all of those secrets, Masonic secrets, that's used to keep us from knowing who we are. From the miseducation aspect, all of the stuff that they was agreed to as parameters to fight the amnesia war, to educate ourselves above the condition for 200 years, to break free of the corporate contract of the interim government.
Somebody says, what's the spiritual explanation for exploring head syndrome?
I don't actually know what that is.
Yeah.
But in the spiritual sense, it's a book called Breaking Open the Head, where the guy is going to all of the shamans, learning about the mushroom and the evil gain and the peyote and different hallucinogens used by shamans to open up the mind. And a lot of people say once your mind been opened, that your head exploded, but they don't mean it literally. They mean it figuratively, meaning that your mind has been open to the truth of the world. But I don't know if that's what he talking about or she, Cool Psyche. I don't know if that's what they talking about.
Gang stalkers. Says Nigerians are a part of the gang.
Gang stalking is more tied to your birthright than you could possibly imagine. They normally try to use gang stalking as a fear tactic to keep you distracted from ever going inward to discover the self because you're paranoid about the gang stalking activities that they're going around you. So they got you so predisposed focusing on them that you can't do the self work required to wake you up as to who you are, right? The Manchurian candidates is not just part of gang stalking; they also part of assassination ops across the land. They're the ones who look like us but aren't. Specifically, the ones who grew up in our community know what they are doing. I don't know if they actually know what they are doing, but I know they don't care about us to the degree that they become reckless when they had an opportunity to hold our life in their hand. They more likely to send us on crash out missions than one of us would send the other,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that's normally what happens. They get into a position of power in the community, and they like to send the young boys out on crash out missions to keep the tribes divided and to keep us from ever forming unity with each other to reclaim the land. So they there as a plant. When you hear them talking about Hollywood industry plant, they never talk about the neighborhood industry plant that they put in the neighborhood, and they financially support them by whatever means they can to get control of the minds of the youth with money, with flashy cars, with a whole bunch of fine females, you know, the poisonous ones at that. So they give them this as part of their cover story to make them look like they're a go-getter. Because we all know that any one of the chiefs, you can drop them anywhere on the land and they know how to make a living, even if there's no real way to make a living, they can get it from the dirt. So when you see somebody performing them activities, your subconscious mind telling you, here is the chief. Let me go see if he can teach me what I need to know to become a chief. And they use that flash as a way to get your attention. But the real chief don't use flash. He use character. Man, this is a long drawn out process and it comes in phases. First thing is shut down all education from the governmental sources. All
Right.
local communities reclaim the educational programs of your children. That's the one of the first things we got to do. Next, the teenage boys need to learn manhood standards because they don't know how to be a man if men don't teach them. And the quality of men that teach the boys how to be men determine the quality of men that the boys gonna be when they grow. So we need manhood training for teenagers. Then we have the ones in their 20s, college age, need to be in leadership. Leadership training teaches them how to take orders and give orders, and the reason you need to know both sides of the dynamic. If you can't competently execute an order, you can't competently give another order to somebody else, expecting them to understand your order and to execute. So the better you are at being able to follow the instructions, the clearer you make the instructions when you teach somebody else or when you're giving orders to somebody else. This is why we need to reach out to the OGs across the land that has the attention of the YGs because they gonna be the ones that begin to educate them on how we was deceived to fight each other. Once they understand what was being used to turn us against each other, we can then use that as a survival mechanism to not let it happen again. The first thing we need to be worried about is what is we doing to support and protect our family. And then whatever your natural attention is drawn to is what you need to focus on. You're going to automatically know what to do when you trust in yourself without needing nobody to tell you. Just remember, we have a lot of wisdom teachings so that we know the one that's most competent at the time for the task required is the leader at that time. But the leadership will change according to the needs of the community. And we got to be all right with that.
Some yeah, bro, you heard about that guy, that 3-year-old baby that blew that guy head off, man. Yeah, said the guy was sleeping on the couch, I guess, and it was a youngster, Wadian guy, and I guess he had one of them 40s with the long clip on it, and the baby got up, go use the bathroom. I guess the guy rolled over, let his gun fall on the floor. The baby went in there and looked at it, picked it up, put it to the back of his head while he was asleep, twisted his cap back. So you think that baby was wrong? He was wrong. What you think about that, bro? That 3-year-old twisted.
First and foremost, your firearm should not be accessible to children.
Right.
That's irresponsible gun ownership. Mm-hmm. I advocate people being armed. I'm with that. Mm-hmm. But I don't advocate you being careless with your firearm.
Yeah.
Right. This is why I don't advocate innocent bystanders getting shot. Right. If you know who the target is, get the target. Yeah. If you can't get the target, don't be shooting.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But in that situation, the baby shouldn't have access to the firearm. Now the irony to that is the baby could have been possessed by an ancestor. And was making a reckoning on something.
That's exactly what I said to my girl, bro. That's exactly what I said. That baby was handling some business. That's what I said. That baby was handling some business. That dude had to go. He been bullying somebody. He did something. Well, that's the karma. That's the karmic debt for that.
See, you can teach children. You can teach children at an early age to be responsible with a firearm, but you first have to be responsible. Mm-hmm. You get that firearm get just as much respect as you get a police, because that firearm can save your life or take your life, no matter which end of the barrel you on. It can save your life or take your life, right? So anything that have that much power need to be given the same amount of respect. That go back to how we deal with going to foreign neighborhoods and being able to go into the worst part of the community and the people not give us problems because you know how to respect the territory. Mm-hmm. You don't really stick out. Too respectful. Mm-hmm. It's the same with the firearm. You ain't got no respect for that firearm, it's gonna clap you one way or another. Mm-hmm. Whether it clap you into the grave or clap you into the penitentiary, it's gonna clap you.
Texas got hit pretty good with a flood not too recent. Somebody was just asking what that was tied in with the 1987. I think that's what they said. They rolling the comment, then they freezing it. I can't see. 97. I just seen it and it's rolled on. Okay, it says we got about 7 minutes. It's it's trying to be the last one. Are you talking about the incident that happened in Atlanta? It might have been Atlanta. Murder. It might have been Atlanta where the 3-year-old. I think the 3-year-old had got up in the middle of the night, and the brother probably was high, some sleep, and then how you probably had your gun on you, and then you rolling out, turning on the couch. It slipped on the floor. The baby get up, coming in there, looking around. He said, "Oh, I see the gun." He picks it up. Puts it right to the back of his head, man, and twisted his cap back. That ain't no coincidence. That ain't no coincidence. Why would that baby, you know what I'm saying? Something took off the ancestors. That dude there was doing something he had no business, man. I'm telling you, man. We in this day and
Well,
time.
for the baby to get his hands on the gun, he was already doing something he had no business. He was being a bit disrespectful of the placement of the firearm.
Right. And
But I'm
then
gonna tell you this: look, in our family trees, everybody got some brown nose and cutthroat, sellout, crossout MFs in it. And sometimes, if Grandpa come back through one of these suckers and he recognize who he is, he gonna figure out a way to get him because he told him 3 lifetimes ago, if it take me to the end of the earth, I'm gonna get you.
damn.
Grandpa could have came back and baby.
Yeah.
And said, I told this son bitch I was gonna get him in one of these lifetimes, and this is the one.
Yeah.
And because I'm 3 years old right now, they don't know I'm fully loaded with this gangsterism.
Yeah.
I've been cutthroat for 22 lifetimes in a row. You think I ain't gonna be cutthroat today? I know how to get around and skirt the law. 3 years old, you can't do nothing to me.
Yeah. He ain't
You
gonna
gonna
do
lock me up in lock me up in preschool detention,
Yeah, they ain't gonna do nothing to that dude, man.
daycare prison. What you gonna do? There's no remedy for that.
They calling it not reckless. It's called it's the thing where you with a child where you ain't neglecting. That's what it's called. They call it neglecting, and so the child ain't gonna really do no time. And it come to find out, the dude, the brother who got shot in the back of the head, he was over there visiting his friend's house, and so his friend, little brother, or somebody shot him in the back of the head. He wasn't even supposed to be at their house. It wasn't even his house.
That's 2 strikes right there. Careless with the gun in somebody else's house.
Somebody else's house. Now, what if that kid would have went and shot somebody else that was in the house, so they started shooting him? And then
It is still tragic though. In the end of the day,
yeah, it is. It is. It's real. It's bad. It's real bad that a 3-year-old.
But we don't know what was driving that baby though.
My girl said that one of the grown-ups could have killed him and then put it on the baby. I said that might make that sound close too though. Like they say oh yeah, the baby killed him. The grown-up get up, smoke the guy, and then say, oh yeah, the baby did it. He 3 years old. What he gonna say? You know what I'm saying? Hey, I ain't shoot him. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
It's totally possible. I remember when I was in the county jail in Oakland County Jail. I think I got extradited back to Michigan. I was watching the news and this dude was beating his girlfriend up, and her 6-year-old son picked the gun up off the end table. This happened in Detroit back in the 90s. And shot the dude and put him to rest about his mama.
Yeah.
All I can tell you, buddy, lucky it wasn't me.
Hey, man.
And then they was trying to determine to charge the boy or not. Right? And they was like, we can't charge him. Juvenile don't even start till you like 10 or 12.
Yeah.
In Michigan at the time, Nathan Abraham hadn't been railroaded yet. So, I mean, shorty, it's also self-defense when you defending your loved ones. So the police was in a very, very precarious position at that point.
Yeah, that happened again when a 14-year-old, his stepdad, they was in like a restaurant. He hauled off and baseball cocked that lady, man. I mean, he knocked her, he hit her hard, and he didn't even have to hit her like that. But as soon as he hit her, her son came out. Huh? You saw that one?
Was she the police?
She said, what now?
Was he the police?
Nah, he wasn't the police. He was just her old man. And he hit that dude mama. Man, he said, you hit my mama again, I'm gonna kill you. Man, he cocked back and that dude unloaded on him. Bow, bow, bow. And they're 14 years old. Our brother unloaded on him, man.
Now, the dude had ample warning not to hit his mama again.
Yeah.
This defense of others is part of self-defense. It's in the self-defense description.
Yeah, right in the restaurant.
Even the police's right to use the firearm is only supposed to be in self-defense and defense of others. But they use it for homicide as well, because they got people they got to get off the land according to COINTELPRO, Rex 87, or whatever other document the government want to have in top secret status at the moment.
I'll do one on Abraham.
That little girl Aaliyah, when that police was was whooping her mama, and she got out the SUV and shot her and killed her. That was up here by me at Walmart.
What?
Yeah, she popped her. But here's the reason they couldn't charge the little girl, because I think she was 6. She could have been 8. I think she was 6. But she shot that police lady, and based on firearms training, the little girl followed the textbook MO of firearm training. Because first she told the lady to get off her mama. The thing that she probably didn't have the wherewithal to understand is that the lady was the police. We don't give a damn about that.
Yeah, right.
Get off my mama.
Yeah,
that happened. I think it was last year that happened in Walmart.
Wow.
Not too far from me.
Wow.
They gonna learn. They keep messing with people. They keep shooting babies. Because you gotta remember, they don't just shoot grown folks.
Nah.
What's the one boy in the park was 13 playing with a water gun?
Yeah.
That was obviously not dangerous because it was like bright green or something.
Yeah.
He knew that was a water gun.
Yeah.
You know? So, I mean, hey, something's about that life.
Yeah, the 6 years old, young guns. You got some young guns out here now, man.
But that go back to what I was telling you earlier about teaching your child a respect for the firearm. The little girl was obviously trained in shooting at an early age, so she had a healthy respect for the firearm.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean, there's only so much you could do.
Yeah.
She only shot her once. One shot, one kill, called her for sniper.
Man, one shot, one kill for a 6-year-old.
And all I could tell her when I was 6 and you was been doing that to my mama, you lucky I wasn't behind the trigger because I'm emptying the gun.
Yeah, 2, 3, 4 times. I'm gonna go and get you.
At 6 years old, I was aware enough of if you F with my mama, I will do whatever it takes to give you the business that you got coming. So I would have emptied. I wouldn't have just shot once. I would have kept on shooting. I would have walked up to and shoot.
She got lucky.
Yeah, when I was 6 years old, I was a baby terror. But my brothers and my sisters and my mama, I don't care how big you is, I'm coming.
Yeah.
my brothers and sisters will tell you, if it ain't real, don't call him. Yeah. Don't call him, because when I'm called in for protection detail, I don't got no turn down for what switch. What that switch? I don't need that switch. I'm coming in on 10 because they done exhausted 1 through 9 already. Yeah. Before they even call me, because they know I'm coming in on 10. Yeah. So look, before we call him, man, let's make sure we can't do nothing else about this situation.
Yeah.
Because they know I'm an extreme extremist. I like starting at the extreme and then taking extreme to the next extreme. Yeah. That's why they don't be calling me for stuff. They be like, I would have came and got you, but I don't know how you gonna act. Act like I'm supposed to act. Now I'm more strategic in my thinking, so I'm not as hot-headed as I was in my teen years and my early 20s. Yeah, but back then, on sight, what you do to my brother? What you say to my sister?
I just got too much shit, man. I didn't got us too much. Like they say, hey, we pull up. They say, hey, which one is it? Point them out. Let's see him right there. Now go knock, and then we go right up here and knock him out. Let's see him point him out. Tell my little sister which one of them is it? Man, I'm missing my little sister, bro. Oh, my mama. I'm telling you. Like I remember one time somebody.
Look, me and my brother be fighting all over the house.
I'm telling you.
We go outside. You better not mess with one of us.
I'm telling you.
That's my brother.
Yep.
What you think I'm supposed to do? Stand there and watch you beat my brother up? Is you crazy?
Yeah.
we gonna figure this out one way or another. I'm from the FAFO Generation X. I mean, that's how we grew up. They push it to you, you push it back to them, but only you make them wish they would have never pushed it to you in the first place. Yeah. That's the only rule. If they started, finish it.
Yeah.
Just don't start none. And that's why I say you don't start none, won't be none. I'm easy to get along with until it's not easy to get along with me no more. Then I'm the hardest person in the world to get along with. Yeah. I'm your best friend until you make me your enemy. Then I'm your worst enemy that you wish you would have kept as a friend.
Yeah. Hey, you know, people didn't like fight me back in the day because my big mama trained us on how to fight, right? And she used to say, "Ain't no such thing as a fair fight. If somebody try to hurt you, it's in your right to do whatever you got to do to hurt them." Hey, so picking up a brick, ain't no way. Hey, we fighting, man. A brick, whatever.
Look, whatever it takes. I just got good enough with my hands where I ain't need to pick one up. Hey, man, but believe me, my mama told me if they too big for you to fight them with your fist, you pick up something and bust them inside the head. I ain't got no problem with that. I am not to go alone to get along. Martin Luther King, we shall overcome generation. I'm from a whole nother cloth, from a whole nother time, and a whole nother generation. Yeah. We did not come to play. We did not come to joke around, soft shoe. We came to tear this mug up if we don't get it right.
Right.
And it just so happened that I put myself in the position to put me in the lead to tell y'all we ain't from Africa. We was already here, and we back for everything they owe. And it just so happened they owe us everything because they came over here masquerading as us, but they ain't us. But they want us to think that somebody else is behind the plot until I unfold the plan. Now you can see the casserole for exactly what it is. And I told you who looked it up when they was cooking it, but you didn't believe me till they pulled it out the oven, pulled the foil off. Now you know.
Yeah, Doc. Yeah, Rod, you got them, Rod. I'm surprised they ain't really just. I know they mad, but I'm surprised they ain't trying to jack around with you because you got them. You got them so good they ain't gonna. I don't think they want to jack around with you. You got them so good, like you got them so good. It's like dang. You know, like the gig is up type of thing.
Yeah, rip the curtain down. This is the sucker behind the curtain.
Yeah, you ripped them. You got them on that black hand.
It just so happened it's a family, a couple of families of them that's all related. They all cousins. Children of Enlil came to usurp the children of Enki and the children of Tahuti and the children of Ainana. And we decided to click up and send it to tail pack and go back home and go grovel at your daddy's feet and beg him to give you another universe because you will not be in this one.
Right. Enlil had his own thing, man. I remember like Enlil, Enlil, man, like Tahuti was dope, man. That's my favorite guy, Tahuti. Like I remember, like I'm gonna tell you, man, like when Tahuti be doing like Murdoch, he be mean sometimes. Like when he working on something, he might not want you balling him. But Tahuti, I'm gonna tell you how Tahuti is. If Tahuti working on something, I see him on the chalkboard putting a math problem together. He put it together, and then you come on with an try to ask him a question. He tell you, get in, come on, he put you into it. Go on, just get over there. Start working that part. Tahuti, I'm telling you, man, look, I'm gonna write a whole book on Tahuti and about my experiences with Tahuti and about all the different stuff that I experienced. But I do remember that. I remember that one time where I came while he was working on something. He don't like you really balling him, but so what he'll do is he'll add you to the equation and like add you into it, whatever he doing. Like he'll put you to work. Tahuti will put you to work.
That's because all things come together for the common good. So if you come in the middle of the mathematical discussion, you become a part of the equation. Therefore, you got to be incorporated in order to draw out the proper conclusion at the end of the math problem.
That's exactly what Toby would say. That's exactly what he said. That's exactly what he said. Yeah, that's exactly what he said. Once you start adding your part, because when you coming up to ask them that question, you add to the equation automatically without even knowing it. Knowing it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Tahuti will add you in. He'll go and say, instead of like Murdoch can say, man, stand back, watch back. Let me get this. Hold on, watch back. I got these suckers. Hold on, man. Murdoch on the slide, man. Look, Murdoch is a slider. He got many a hats. He knocking off whole planets, whole solar systems, nigga, whole galaxy. Murdoch knock off your whole galaxy. I'm telling you, man.
That's because he come from the warrior line, but he took up the sciences, the spirit science. So he take the spiritual war as if, let me roll my sleeves up and dig into this big piece of meat right here and see what I can come up with.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Mm-hmm. So Tahuti come from the scientist line.
Mm-hmm.
So he's trying to analyze everything, and he understanding that all things is part of the equation. So when you come in to interrupt, that must be an interjection into the equation that must be calculated if you want to come out with the correct answer at the end of the calculation.
That's how I know you was there, Rod, because that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what you saying is exactly what Tahuti said. Hey, look, listen to this. I remember one time we got to get ready to go. Hey, y'all, if y'all want to show Brother Rod Hayes some love, I got his cash app right here on the. Everybody send him. We got 1,200 people right now. Everybody send him $1, man, and I put them in the game. If you want, send him $5. Send $100 if you want to put them in the game. Yeah, but I will leave on this. I remember one time, it's like right before the pole shift happened, and we was all having a meeting, and then it was all of us standing, and Tahuti was standing right there, and then my mama walked by, and Tahuti said. And it's the first time we ever heard this. Tahuti used to always do. He always say stuff that you never heard. Right? It's the first time we ever heard this. Right? And everybody laughed when he said it. Right? Because he was always funny, cracking jokes. Tahuti was like that. He said, "It must be jelly, because jam don't shake like that."
Watch out!
It must be jelly, because jam don't shake like that. And all of us, Murdoch, all of us, we bust out laughing. And he was talking about Nana, because she was like short, fine. Boy, I'm talking about thick, fine. Like one of them.
Well, it was Nana is a title that different females held over the millennium.
I know you talking about like
that's a title too.
Yeah, I know.
That's a title too.
My mother, not Mother Ninty, not Iki's sister. I'm talking about Osiris' wife.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what he said about when she walked by. He said, "It must be jelly, because jam don't." That's the first time I ever heard that. I done heard recently in this life, but that's back then in that life. That's the first time we had ever heard that. I can tell you a whole bunch of stuff. The first time we ever heard it was when Tahuti said it. He like the jokes, like a lot of the jokes that's coming out. They derivatives of stuff that Tahuti said already. Like most of the jokes that people make now, like the good ones, it's Tahuti jokes. Just revived or respin.
I'm down to 4%. Take us on home, man.
All right, Rod, let's get up out of here, Rod. We're gonna be back, man. I got that book coming out on Tahuti, y'all. My experiences with Tahuti. Hey, y'all. Peace and love, y'all. We want to thank Brother Chief Rod Hayes for coming out. Like I say, y'all, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. One love, one peace, divine love throughout the boundless universe. Free Dr. Malachi Z. York. Larry Hoover, we're still working on him to get out right now. We going through that process. Free Jeff Ford. Free H. Rap Brown. Free all of our political prisoners right now. Right? We asking for the ancestors.
And bring Asada home. We need the funds from the government.
Right?
Bring us, look. I had told.
Y'all forgetting about Dulcie.
Dawson sidetracked us now. Dawson gonna have to wait for a minute.
Okay.
So I told Big Mama when she called that Friday was really not a good day, but I was gonna do the best I could.
Yes.
Now see,
You know,
now
she'd
why
be
you had
excited
to
to
tell
come
me?
on.
Why you had to tell that? You know I was gonna pull and tug and get you here. So that means
Well, we do appreciate you for coming through on a Friday. Peace
that's
and love,
right,
everybody.
right.
Yeah, I had some stuff to do today, and I didn't know if I was going, what time I was gonna make it in. So now I'm here. So
Well, we see that you are looking sharp. We
I
see
was,
that.
I'm just trying to fend off that spanking Dots was trying to get me.
Oh,
When I come with the spanking, you listen. I'm telling you, it's 0-100. You
And
have to be
listen,
losing in this game.
and
yeah,
we
look,
appreciate
I heard the keys rattling before you got in the car. I was trying to stop you, Mama. Don't get in the car yet. Hold on.
the longest she don't give you them whoopings I used to get with that switch. Ah,
Okay.
Girl, you don't know about no whooping. What you know about the stitching cord in the shower?
I know about all
Oh
that.
Lord,
Oh,
Grandma raised me,
about that. I'm
that's
not
called
gonna lie.
abuse.
but I
Hey,
couldn't.
look,
If I
the word abuse.
we
Hey,
got our in the kitchen.
the word abuse wasn't invented when I was growing up.
Facts. Facts.
Oh, I can still remember the
It
chicken
just means you was
I
bad. It means that you were doing something you had no business
Right.
doing.
Right.
My
I,
brothers
I,
got those kind of weapons because they didn't listen. They were hard headed, and a hard head makes a soft what, Rod?
I
A
don't know if
sore
it make it soft, but it sure make a sore ass.
Oh Lord, my leg
Never
used to
got
be.
beat like that before. My mama just
That's
like
abuse. Okay.
But
I'm telling y'all, I used to sing to my whelps. My whelps used to be on my legs. I used to sing. I don't know why. She keep doing this. That which was the worst, the extension cord or the switch?
extension cord. Well, it depends on what color the extension cord
Um,
was. The brown ones, them little skinny brown motherfuckers. Woo!
Oh Lord, have mercy. You
yeah, I
better.
never
Man,
experienced anything like
that
that.
big orange, that big orange would hurt, but it ain't that skinny brown one. That one sting, boy. That motherfucker feel like somebody hitting you with fire.
oh,
Why couldn't we all get our spankings at the same time? And my stupid behind be crying when it's time for
Like
me
the
to get
real
my
Brenda.
whooping. But when my sister get her whooping, I be backing up. I don't know how that happened until it's my turn to come back around again. Woo, we used to get towed up with that switch and that extension cord. Mm.
mm,
You
But
mm.
don't remember?
Brother girl said green fresh switch
see, this what I'm
was the worst.
saying.
This was gonna tell your age. Who got whoopings with that orange race car track?
Oh
Mm-mm.
no,
No, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know
Mm-mm.
nothing
that was
about
a bit
that.
much. Oh, did you ride? That's a bit much. Mm-mm.
That ain't bad as the extension cord, but it used to be a very unique pattern. So when we went to school, we knew who got whoopings with the orange. We knew all the kids be on the yard talking about, let me see yours, let me see yours. Yo, he
Yo,
got whooping with the orange track. He got a whooping with the orange track. Look.
yo, Desmond said 3 switches braided together. They had a weeping willow tree in the backyard.
Mm.
Yo, that's crazy.
I'm
Y'all know
telling
what some weeping willow trees give, right? Ooh,
you.
y'all was
Oh,
bad.
here
That's
go one. Here go one. Who
y'all was
remember
bad.
has to go get their own switch, and if you
Oh
bring
my
back something too
Oh
little,
Lord.
oh,
Better not bring
Lord.
back no stick one. Baby,
hey,
that's back in.
hey, that
Okay.
walk to go get that switch, I swear it felt like you was walking down death row.
Oh my God. Go get your own switch.
What? You be crying and doing all that. You can't even get the cry out for doing. Remember those cries?
That is
Oh my
Oh
God.
man. Mm.
I'm glad those are the old ways. Okay. Nobody got time for that. Nobody got
I
time to
tell you,
get
I used
beat
to
with
say,
no
when I
goddamn
get big,
switch.
I'm
I'm
going to
tired of
be.
paddle.
Oh,
A
I used to
paddle. A paddle.
Paddle.
Dean said the long walk, and the tree could be right here, but it seemed
The
like
long
it
walk.
took forever to get there. I'm
But
telling
wait,
you.
let's shout out our people in the chat. What's up, y'all?
Yes.
Dean in the building. Desmond, BCU gang. I see y'all.
Okay.
George, Angela. Hi, baby. Brenda J. Jaleel 999. George. Empress Me's in the building. Alexis is in the building. Josiah, a Mary Gal. Hey, beautiful. Who else? Untouchable. Sage Mo. G-Mac, what's up? Badwag? I don't want to mispronounce your name. I don't know. Milestones, what's up, you guys? Sabdet, Amintet, welcome, welcome, welcome. Your engine number 9 was the first in the building. Lakeisha and Orfella and Willie's grandbaby. Hey, y'all. I just wanted to say hi.
Yes, we're
We
so
love you guys.
happy to be back. We've been on vacation and doing
G-Mac,
all kinds of
Della
stuff.
Beachy in the building.
Yes.
Turtle Clan in the building. What's up, y'all? Girly in the building. Hey, y'all. All right.
Okay. All right. Y'all know we love y'all. Okay,
Yes.
we're gonna get started talking
Okay.
about those.
We can't get started until we let Dulcinea talk because I done already cut her off and then send Dot down a whole nother lane. Now we gotta come back.
Dulcie,
I already spoke. It's cool.
Dulcie do. Okay, let's get started talking about the most incredible, famous man in the world. Drum roll. Carrot head. No, Trump. And his executive orders and what he done swooped up change. So everybody on the panel happy with his changes?
They ain't done yet. Then can't nobody. They can be happy with what he done so far, but he ain't done.
He just getting started.
What you say, Nene?
He just getting started.
Well, are you?
Yeah, he dropped 68 of them in less than 30 days. He dropped 68 executive orders. But yeah, so far, so good.
He dropped like 50 on the first day, didn't he?
Right.
Many, many, man.
Many. Hey.
Look, y'all, I'm going to say the first thing that I was kind of. It's two things that I was. One, I was negative.